Oxford Consulting Group is an IT consulting company based here in Columbus, Ohio. We have 4 major disciplines. On a national basis, we focus in partnership with IBM on B2B and supply chain solutions. Here locally, we provide strategic staffing solutions to the mid-market, and most recently, we've started an IT solutions group focused on small and medium-sized businesses similar to ours. I started actually at Procter & Gamble in finance, and honestly, when I went to P&G, I hated anything to do with systems and thought I would never have anything to do with technology at all. Fortunate for me, although at the time I thought unfortunately, I was put into a global finance and accounting systems role. So I spent 2 years traveling around the world implementing financial systems. So it actually wasn't such a hard way to go at 20 years old. I had an opportunity presented to me to work as a financial consultant with a company in Indianapolis that was spinning off from General Motors and was interested in going public. So I thought, oh, what the heck, 3 months, I'm sure I can make that work. So I went ahead and quit my job at Procter & Gamble and started my own company, moving to Indianapolis on a 3-month assignment. I thought, well, if I fail miserably as a financial consultant, systems consultant, then I can always go back and get a corporate job. So I guess I was naive enough to believe at 24 people just quit their jobs and start a company. I think starting a company at such a young age, you are naive about that because you don't have all the responsibilities. You know, I do sometimes think, well, today would I be in the same position or would I feel the same way about starting my company? And I honestly don't know because you have a mortgage and you have a family and you have all of those things that when you're young you just don't really worry about those. And sometimes I think that that's the best time to start the company because you're fearless, you're not worried about those things. Really, from an early age, I've always watched my parents. I'm an immigrant, I came here when I was young, and I saw the sacrifices that my parents had made to leave their family, their careers, their belongings, everything that they had to come to the U.S. to provide better opportunities for our family. And so I always feel like they had so much courage at such a young age. Really, anything that I could do is pales in comparison to that. My parents had really given us this opportunity to be in this country. I never really wanted to waste that opportunity, and so that really was very motivating to me. That honestly, I never wanted to let them down. I didn't want them to feel that they left everything that they had to come here, and I had wasted that opportunity. And still, frankly, that guides me today. Just knowing that we have 150 individuals that rely on Oxford Consulting to support their families, and I think that's a tremendous amount of responsibility and something that I don't take lightly. So whenever we're planning for the future, we're always taking that into consideration. Not only how can we grow, but making sure that we're growing in a sustainable fashion so that the people that are working for us would never be in a position where that would be compromised. I think it's very important to give back, and community giving is a huge tenet for us at Oxford Consulting. We give a significant amount of our profits to charity. We set up a foundation at the Columbus Foundation to help do that, and we really encourage people to be participating and getting involved in their communities. So many times as women, we tend to be our own worst enemies, so we sabotage ourselves and say, well, I'm not as qualified, I'm not capable, I don't think I can do that. And we really, we kind of retreat and try to play it safe because we're scared to stand up and say, well, you know what, I am capable and I am qualified and I want your business. And I think that's really what you have to do. You have to understand you are capable and you're just as qualified and you deserve that business. And on top of all of that, you have organizations like NAWBO to support you. So really, what are you waiting for?